Welcome to Trade Doc, the Theta Options Trader, where we recap today's close, look at the futures, scan our ETF watch list to spot opportunity. I'd like you all to subscribe to catch these daily recaps. Today is Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. Markets just closed about 10 minutes ago, and they closed pretty mixed, averaging up about 1/4%, with the Dow down about 1/10%. Holding at 19,800. Take a look at the futures. ES, Nasdaq, and the Russell are up about 1/4%. The Dow is unchanged. Bonds are down 1% and 0.5%. The VIX is the one that's working its way up, now over 0.5%, and we should see that open pretty high in the morning. Crude and natural gas both came down. Crude came down 2%, natural gas came 2.5%. Gold came down 0.75%, as well as silver and copper coming down almost 0.5%. The dollar found strength today, about up 1%, bring the other currencies down, especially the CAD, but the CAD is still at 75 cents. Besides that, nothing really major. Take a look at the charts. Here's oil down 2.5%, pretty high volume. I opened up this option calendar in this yellow bar just for the end of this week, so I can have a long put at a cheaper price. And this is my other option strategy right in here, this green box, so that's holding well. XOP added the short, so now I'm very short the XOP via the ETF DRIP, so we could see that coming down, especially with the price of crude oil weakening. Natural gas was down another over 1.5%. I have this strategy here going, which is short call verticals, and I also have this strategy here with options. I always have oil and natural gas. Gold, we put the hedge on yesterday, and it was down 1%. I can see this keep moving down back into this green box where it's got to consolidate. Probably hit the 113 or 112 area, and then I'll pick up some more. GDX, same thing, no position. We took profits in it, and they were down 1.5%. So I like that to come down as well before going long again. Silver, same thing, took profits in it, and they came down 0.5%. And I have this option strategy in silver, which represents this yellow box, and I gotta have it up pretty high. So this yellow box is the one that represents my strategy, not that one. But I think silver will be trading between 1620 and let's call it 1580. XLE looking to get short, but I didn't get short because they didn't come up high enough. They're actually down 1/4%, coming off this oversold area. I'd like them to get up a little higher, possibly up to 76. Utilities still hanging around this resistance of 49, so it's probably a good place to place a short on them. Industrial sector came up 1/4%, hit the bottom of this trend line, so we could probably see this coming down pretty soon. See if it finds a little bit more strength. As of tomorrow, we'll see what direction the market's gonna go. Is material sector, and they're up. XLV is the one we closed out the position in yesterday, and I actually, just because of the price action today, I actually went back and entered into it with a big short position. via LABD. So going short again with the healthcare sector after the profit. It just seemed like it was just pretty quick. And real estate got in right at the end of the day with another triple leverage ETF. So real estate and healthcare pretty much work out good for me. Here I have still these shorts working, nothing to do there, and home builders. Retails are pretty much unchanged, but they're coming off this oversold, and it looks like the relative strength is coming up, so they should find some strength pretty soon. Could probably place this. Let's see if it breaks this trend line there. It's funny how it all meets right at one point, but we had a high volume yesterday, so these prices should be stabilized just because of the volume. Financial sector was up almost a full percent. I hit the bottom of this trend line and moved down a little bit, so I'm still profitable in financial sector. I'll see if they can come back down just to consolidate. S&P was up 0.25%, moved up above this 20-day moving average, holding on to this trend line of support. See if that moves down, most likely. The Dow's, the lagger, was down 0.07%, hit the bottom of this channel that I placed. They closed above this trend line, so we can actually eliminate this one. Okay, removing that trend line, and I can actually remove this one as well because I already used that. And you can now see the channel that it's trading in, and there's another white channel coming from over here right in there, so we'll probably see that slowly work its way down. Here's the Nasdaq. I'd like to get long with it, but they still trading up above support of 122. And the Russell's the one that I'm short, I'm remaining short, and they hit the bottom of this, so this is probably a good place to place another short, but I'm already short. Been taking profits, slimming down, averaging. With these shorts here, I averaged down, took the profits in. Now I'm just holding like maybe a 0.5% gain. Emerging markets, actually took some profits in. My dividend ETFs for emerging markets. So I'm just gonna show that. Taking profits right there. Emerging markets will come down as well as China before they consolidate, just to get a better entry price. Japan was pretty much unchanged. China was up 0.5%, but we took in profits yesterday, closed out a few positions, holding like one share of the triple leverage yen. And this is India. I use INDL, which is a triple leverage Indian ETF, and they're coming down. I'm waiting for them to hit like the 2050 to buy them up again. And Russia was a good short that I placed yesterday. Now it looks like they have a long drop before they find strength around like the 2037. Europe came down 0.5%. The British pound came down a full percent, and I see a lot of downward movement for the British pound. I have a lot of lines going here, but these are used. And I should actually move this one. More to like that. Kind of shows a lot more of what's going on there. So yeah, the British pound is topped out for the moment. The dollar came up a full percent, and the VIX, they were down 0.25%. So you can see the positions I've been building in the VIX, plus I have an options play which is right here. I believe tomorrow will be the day where we see the VIX a little bit of push higher, and I have marked the all-time low, which is 2095 for this index, VXX. So good luck everybody, happy trading. Remember to subscribe up here, ask questions if you want. Peace.